crude awakening. Oil jobs keep falling, so how low can prices go? And is the U.S. losing the war between between shale and whatever else is out there? We have David Taylor, Fox News contributor and oil and gas industry expert, on the line with us this morning. David, a good morning to you. Give us the latest on the crude awakening here. What's happening?
Well, good morning. I'm in Texas, so kind of right on the heartbeat of it.
Yes, sir.
And I guess basically where we are now is, where we've been for a while, but you're starting to see some of the people who borrowed some debt at very high rates, and now they're starting to have to repay it. And so unfortunately, a lot of jobs are being cut. And a lot of the economy stimulus that we had before is really taking a hit.
Mm-hmm. We had heard, David, about these great jobs that were available in South Dakota, and people left to go there, or North Dakota, where they had opened up, were getting more, I guess, natural gas as much as anything. How is that developing?
Well, it's getting a little difficult, only just because the price is so high up there to drill. Yeah. That is just making it difficult. I mean, there's still a lot of production coming up there, and I think now that you're starting to get the colder weather, I think that's going to decline a little bit too. So everyone saw it coming. It's just a matter of who saved up enough nuts during the winter or the summer, I guess, proverbially. Yeah. So that's kind of where we are. I think what's nice about this opportunity also is it's in the oil industry. You've seen this happen so many times that you kind of know when to kind of figure out when your production schedules slow down, how to increase cash flow without killing all the assets that you own. Mm-hmm. So I look at it as a great opportunity for people who are investing in the oil. I don't know if you've heard of crowdfunding, but a lot of people are doing that, where they can actually buy into it so they can hedge against their own prices at the pump. Mm-hmm. So things like that, I think you're going to still see capital coming into the markets. It's just not going to be as robust as it was.
We're talking with David Taylor, who is Fox News contributor, oil and gas industry expert. David, where does this go? And where you have a president who doesn't want you to drill for oil and thinks that we can run everything on solar and wind power, but we still have there's plenty of crude out there to get, and there's nothing more efficient for driving our industry.
Well, yeah. I'm one of those weird oil guys that actually say there is some room for alternatives, but it's definitely, I mean, you cannot get away from crude. It has everything from plastics. It's an efficient resource. It drives the economy. So I think that there's a place for it, but, right now it's more of a market-driven place where if we can finally get, OPEC to loosen up some of their drilling schedules and not be pumping out so much, and I think that they're starting to feel the pain. So their strategy has worked. I think that they're starting to realize this and starting to wish that they had behaved a little differently. And with that case, and I think everything will stabilize, but you're not going to see $100 barrel in the next couple of years for sure.
Okay. We're losing you a little bit. I'm not sure if you're moving your head, but we didn't catch all of that.
Yeah, Kevin.
Oh, really? You lost me a little bit?
Yes, sir. I love modern technology, but especially when it works. So I was just wondering what you were saying about how we still need the crude oil industry. We're not going to see $100 a barrel gasoline.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to see $100 barrel of oil anytime soon. I think you're going to start seeing this $50. Maybe getting into the 60s in late 2016, and so I think you're gonna feel it nicely at the pump. Hopefully the reprieve for most places other than maybe California, and hopefully the industry will stabilize.
Mm-hmm. We're talking with David Taylor, who's a Fox News contributor, oil and gas industry expert. Where do you see all this going, David? Because we have so many resources now that are with the modern technology, we can drill so more efficiently, and we even have people who are all in favor of drilling in Texas or ANWR or something else, but not off the South Carolina or Georgia coast. By God, don't do that.
Right. Well, I think everything is stable. The really good operators, the people who understand. For example, we're doing a lot of water reclamation. We're trying to figure out ways to make this thing efficient and not have to use all the resources. So. I mean, we're drilling substantially here, and a lot of the independents are going to start to see some of the opportunities come up because the larger companies aren't going to be exploring here that much. So I think that's going to increase jobs. You're going to see people who were working for somebody else actually take the reins and hire people. So in my opinion, I think things are not all doom and gloom. I think it's a great time to invest in the oil right now.
Okay.
And, it's like a real estate cycle where you want to buy when it's low.
Yeah.
You want to start investing at that time, so that way when it gets high, you reap the profit.
That's the secret. Buy low, sell high.
I think.
All right, thanks,
they
David.
said it worked.
Yep. All right, pal. Thanks. All right, Fox News contributor, oil gas industry expert David Taylor.